welcome to this beautiful League of Legends match where I just got saved by Ghost. Because I got smacked by Jose over here. And, you know, they were just waiting. Fortunately, I think it gave Jax a little bit of a head start or something. Maybe it didn't, I don't know. It's level 2 versus level 2. We'll see. Now, Sion, of course, is a huge counter to Yorick, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can ignore his, all his things. Oh, actually, no. He's not a counter because I have first strike, guys. He's not a counter, then. The unfortunate thing is I don't want to use these Graves because his passive gives him health. Whoops. He's level 2. I want to use the Graves only when I have first strike, which is right about now. Funk's all brother, right? Let's take it. And let's take it even more. Because yes, he will get health from them, but I will get gold from them. And gold is usually better than health. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry people who think that, you know, people... You know what? Yeah, okay. Here's a very unpopular thing that you might when you hear this, you might think that I am shallow and dumb, but you will later realize that I was actually pretty smart about it, and it's an actual deep thought. Okay, first I need to get this cannon before I do any kind of deep thoughts. One more, yeah. So people very often say, oh, you know, don't, for example, when you are falling off a bicycle, and let's say you have your phone in your hand, people would say, oh, throw the phone away, it doesn't matter, save your health, right? Okay, oh, whoop, yeah. Save your health. No, don't do that, Jose. What are you doing, boy? And, you know, don't try to not break the phone. And I get it, of course. Health, pain, all that jazz, of course. The phone is a material thing. But there's a reason why people keep doing this. It's the same thing on boats, right? When the boat is on fire, well, boats are not on fire. Why am I even saying that? People will go and get their luggage and stuff, right? When it sinks. And the reason is risk-reward management. It's not like people are dumb. It's just that they don't believe that they're going to sink, right? That they're going to drown. And what happens is, they think that they have the time and they're not going to lose anything. So here's the deal. For example, people say that material things are... Okay, so here's the unpopular thing that you will think I'm very shallow. So the classic thing is when people say that you can buy new things, but you can't get health or whatever, right? And let's take the example of bicycle. You fall off a bicycle and let's say you smash your phone. And some smart grandmother says, you can buy a new phone. Yeah, it's true. But let's think about it. Let's say you bruise your arm. Or even break it, right? Okay, breaking is a little bit more... It's a lot crazier. You can have permanent effects from breaking. But a lot of breaking and a lot of like bruises and stuff, most bruises, 99.99%, will heal. So it's literally the opposite. You can buy new things. It will cost you money, which is a permanent thing that you lose in life. I feel people triggering right now. It's a permanent thing that you lose in life, money. But your hand is literally gonna regenerate on its own, on a very, very cheap, for a very, very cheap number, which is basically just your body doing the miracle of healing. And the only thing you need to do, not the only, but the thing you need to do, oh man, I need this cannon, there we go. Okay, I'm out. I probably didn't need to use Ghost though, but who cares? Who cares actually? Oh, what the F is this? Jesus. Wow. Does he win this or not? Wow. Interesting. So I should have used the Ghost. Wow, I had my instinct. Oh god. Smack. There we go. I knew it. I knew it. They never, ever predict the Q, man. They never, ever predict the Q. So, before you scream at me, please understand that I know how this sounds. I know it sounds dumb, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying that technically, the actual thing that you don't lose in the case of a bruise or in the case of a light, you know, kind of like a sprain or a smack, it's actually the opposite. You lose the money, which you can't get back, but the health you can get back. And again, the big preface is stuff that you actually can get back, because I understand that there are some things that have permanent effects, right? Some things have permanent effects. Okay, I gotta be really careful about the cockroach right now. There he is. Don't have to be careful at all. And in the cases where it's not permanent, yeah, I'm sorry to say, there are many places. Let's say you're okay, so this is going to be really controversial, what I'm going to say. Actually, it's not going to be controversial, but it's definitely going to be something you will have the first instinct to disagree, I believe. And it's, let's say you're in a place where, Maiden Place, by the way, Maiden Place strat over there. Let's say you're in a place where, oh, I should get the grubs. Actually, let me focus on this for a second. I don't know what Sion is doing. He's doing the poor man's version of a proxy, I feel like. Is he even doing it or not? Yeah, I think he recalled he's gonna deal with Maiden. That's unfortunate, but I get these grubs, right? I get the grubs. Man, look at this macro. Oh, and he leaves it. He leaves it. Look at that. Is he not even looking, or what's going on there? Man. This is a fun game. So let's say you're in a place where you are really poor, right? Let's say in North Korea there's something, you get a phone, right? Let's say you're 12 years old and you get a phone. And that phone, the things are so dire because of communism and all kinds of other bad thinking, okay? Don't do it. And all kinds of other bad thinking. Man, look at this beautiful macro here. Let's say things are extremely dire, and your phone, basically, let's say your father has to work like a year to get you a phone. And let's say you fall off a bike and there's a question whether or not you break the phone or you bruise your arm, which is going to heal in a month, but the phone is going to have your father work in a camp for like a year, right? If that's even a thing. Oh man, what the F is this? Okay. That was complete, because there was a mystery. Why does she do that? Man, it makes a father reflect upon his life, because if your wife throws herself in front of a tower, you gotta do some soul searching, okay? You gotta do some soul searching, guys. So yeah, my point is that material things can have real lasting, you could almost, I think, say real lasting health impacts. You know, man, Maiden really trolled this one. This is for free to him because of Maiden. It's her fault. So, I don't know. He just got a plate for no reason because Maiden suicided herself there. It's not good. So yeah, my point is that material things, especially if you're poor, they can have lasting impacts. And the thing is, people probably understand this, but very often when these wise guys say, you can't buy new health. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Especially when you're young. Yes, you can. Now, this probably doesn't apply when you have lots of money. And material things do not really matter that much. Health matters more, and you can't take the risk. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, let's focus on this game. Let's see how fast we can take those towers. Oh, by the way, Bondle, check out the sponsor. Ground News, check out the sponsor. Bondle for fun, Ground News for being grounded. Ooh. Let's take a little bit of money off him. And then proxy. Okay. Man, I'm so rich this match. I'm so rich this match. I think I need to go back and get my boots and the Hydra. Sion really is doing some kind of a weird, useless proxy, which is, you know why I say useless? Because he counterpicked me because he wanted to feed on the children, right? As bad as that sounds, because he gets permanent health. But then he's proxying. It makes sense for me to want the proxy, correct? But why is he doing that? He should want to fight me all the time, right? So I don't know what that is. Maybe he's doing that so he can go back or something. Oh, I do want to do this hit though. He's gonna get one. That's not too good. Oh man. Okay. Don't do it, Sion. He's gonna die. Careful. Okay, it's fine. Now he gets a little bit of extra health. Yeah, so this is what you don't want. You don't want to get this extra health. He really doesn't want to give me those plates. Maybe that's his plan, to not give me plates. But I already made in place strat'd the grubs, and I have more than 10 CS per minute. I gotta be really careful though about Kazakhs. Let's see if we can do made in place again and go for the dragon. Because Sion, I think he doesn't understand that his version sucks. My version is awesome because the husband is free to do anything. Let's also hope that she doesn't again suicide herself, because the way she did it is just insane. Okay. Let's see. Let's compare his proxy to my proxy. Sorry, man. Just don't do it. If you're Sion, I understand it's confusing and you don't know what to do, but he literally doesn't do anything. He just farms. That is so funny. That is so funny. He actually might join a team fight though. So we better know what's going on. Hey, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we getting the reformed Diddy? Because that's when the husband does stuff on the map, right? There she is. While the maiden is proxying, that's when... Oops. I didn't need to flash, I think. But it's fine. Kazakhs dealt with the maiden. It is what it is. It is what it is, because, you will soak their attention, and, you'll suck their attention, and that's a good thing. Now, I'll just get the tower, I guess. Man, this is such a perfect and satisfying macro game. It started being a macro game from the level 1, because I was forced to use my TP, and Sion didn't use... I actually don't remember what exactly happened, but there was definitely macro decisions were going on immediately, Okay, can I get this? I don't want to sacrifice because this is too big to die for, but Yorick smashed tower. Look at that. Look at that. Getting a little bit of that Monet. Honestly, don't know if it's worth. He gets some healing. No, get some health, permanent health. Okay. Okay. And yeah, Ground News is a sponsor, of course. I already mentioned that. Bondle. Check out Bondle, man. There are some new things there. There's a challenge mode. There's a forever mode. It's growing. It's steadily growing, Baus still hasn't seen it, but he will see it. Believe me, he will see it. And that's when it's almost like the bundle needs to grow until the big guy sees it, right? It's almost like that. I wonder if we get this. Two more towers, actually. 10 CS per minute, smashing towers. Have you ever seen a more satisfying Christmas game than this? Can we get this, or am I gonna troll? Might actually troll though. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. I bound this ping to my left mouse click, control left mouse click, so I can really, click it. So yeah, about the regeneration of the human body, it is definitely a very weird sort of a take that I explained, but I would like, because people very often they say, oh, they are so dumb for doing this. No, it's just a risk-reward calculation. Because if you believe that your hand is going to regenerate and your 1,000 euro phone, you know, you make that trade. You just make that trade. You know, obviously people get unlucky and they get permanent damage and stuff, and that's a bad trade. But most of the time, we as humans, we do these risk-reward things and we just err on the side of, you know, hey, I want to risk it. Man, what are these guys doing? Okay, actually, man, Maiden inted before the dragon. That's not good. If Maiden inted before the dragon, it means that I don't have that much agency, actually. So, I hope you are untriggered right now, because I expected you to get triggered, and I think you got triggered, but then as I kept speaking, you thought, this MF got a point. Oh, what the F was that? This MF got a point, you know, something like that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave these ghouls to push. Recall? Hey, guys. Focus on the ghouls, please. These guys are gonna push. I'm gonna go mid and try to end the game. Let's see. Let's hope that we don't start losing the game now. Sometimes these games turn, you know, especially this fight. Yes, our team got the good fight right now. We won it. But let me tell you, sometimes fights like that, outside of the dragon, they just become, okay, can I do a Pokerick special? Which means that you take all 3 inhibitors at the same time. Because I can't take the Nexus now. No, I can't do it. I'm not gonna have enough time. Yeah. I think I can get all 3 inhibitors at the same time. Let's see. Lulu. Let's see. Katarina. It's actually not a Pokerick special because... It is the Pokerick special though. Because she didn't hit anything, right? So, that's a Pokerick special. That's a Pokerick special. I've talked about this a lot before, but I've never actually done it. Oh? Maiden? There we go. Beautiful. And now we only need to take Baron and that's it. And then we win. Actually, we should win before the Baron though. You know? We should win before. So yeah, thanks for watching this perfect game. I know my team was heavily winning as well. But if I look just from my perspective, I was heavily winning the lane, you know, which is what matters, you know, to you as an individual player. So yeah, let's smash this tower. And then, yeah, thanks for watching this. We'll see the dopamine chart, and yeah. Thanks for watching this, and GG.